Welcome back to another episode of Market Unlocked. The date is June 9th, Monday, and the United States is on fire once again. At what point are we going to stop being a TV show to every other country in the world? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. I don't know. I just that's all I've been seeing on my feed, and I'm honestly exhausted from it. A lot of thoughts, a lot of emotions gathering from it.
And while Tesla stock is right back to where it was before all the drama went down, Bitcoin is near all-time highs and the market is ripping. So applause to the people that have their heads glued on the charts and are paying attention to the charts instead of being an idiot.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the whole situation? Because I got a few for you.
I'm very stern on my opinion on this. There's protesting, and then there's rioting and causing chaos. This is definitely not a peaceful protest. This is straight up rioting. This is straight up criminal. I think, listen, I have an immigrant dad. You have an immigrant dad.
I'm literally an immigrant.
Yeah, you are an immigrant. You guys, my dad, even my grandpa too, my grandma, all went through the due process to be in this country. Okay. Just because a law wasn't enforced heavily doesn't mean it's no longer the law anymore. Okay. All right. I have no sympathy for these people that are acting out like this at all. You have no right. You have no right to get mad. Okay. You should be thankful that you had as long as you had here. And you should have taken that time to do the right thing. When I see destruction and looting, because and I'm willing to bet like some of these people are just doing it just to do it, just to be devious.
Oh, I can guarantee that's true because I lived in LA for 2.5 years. I lived downtown, just blocks away from where this is happening, and there was riots when I lived in LA downtown, and I can for damn fucking sure tell you that about 90% of these rioters are literally breaking into stores and stealing shit. What the hell does that have to do
They're
with
just taking
immigration
advantage of the
laws?
situation.
I know
They're just
people in California that have clothing stores that were broken into, all their inventory stolen. And what's crazy is they're immigrants and their stores got fucking broken into.
Mhm.
So tell me where this is being done for the greater good of humanity or the greater good of the life in America. No shot.
It's crazy too. They're protesting. They're protesting immigration. They're they're waving around foreign flags of a country that they don't want to go back to.
And then burning the American flag. That's crazy.
I see it as an act of terrorism. If in
Let me
my
ask you
eyes,
guys this.
I'm gonna say this one thing, and in my eyes, if you support that, I can't I can't like I can't mess with you if you and you support terroristic behavior, plain and simple. You're an enemy of mine.
What I'm curious about is can I get the audio? Hold on, let me screen share. Is this pulling out audio for you guys?
Common sense law. But until that happens,
It's gonna play through your speakers and your head, because you don't have
What?
head. It's gonna play through your speakers too because you don't have headphones.
But is it playing to you guys?
No,
No.
well, it's
Hold on. Here,
paused
let me
right now.
hold on.
I continue to believe that the best way to solve this problem is by
Mm.
working together to pass that kind of common sense law. But until that happens, there are actions I have the legal authority to take as president. The same kinds of actions taken by Democratic and Republican presidents before me that will help make our immigration system more fair and more just. Tonight, I'm announcing those actions. First, we'll build on our progress at the border with additional resources for our law enforcement personnel so that they can stem the flow of illegal crossings and speed the return of those who do cross over. Second, I'll make it easier and faster for high-skilled immigrants, graduates, and entrepreneurs to stay and contribute to our economy, as so many business leaders have proposed. Third, we'll take steps to deal responsibly with the millions of undocumented immigrants who already live in our country. I want to say more about this third issue because it generates the most passion and controversy. Even as we are a nation of immigrants, we're also a nation of laws. Undocumented workers broke our immigration laws, and I believe that they must be held accountable.
Where were the riots then? Don't worry, I'll wait.
That sounds familiar.
I'll wait. Where? So, if we're going over what we think about this, without a doubt, most of these rioters are either fugazi rioters who are just in it to loot and steal. And two, there's a lot of paid for rioters, believe it or not.
George Soros type stuff.
Just like we saw on Capitol Hill when you saw police officers opening the back doors, allowing people to come in to mess with Capitol Hill and riot. Weird.
I saw a video too. Yeah, we're kind of going down the conspiracy rabbit hole here, but there just happened to be conveniently placed boxes and piles of bricks and rocks by where the riots are going on right now in LA. Some might argue, oh, it's construction sites, this and that, but it just so happened to be there.
So all this supposedly over, not because families are being targeted, this and that. No, two groups of criminal activity. One at a Home Depot for about 27 people, and then another group arrested of over 70 people, also wanted for organized crime and criminal activity. So where were the riots when Obama said the same shit, or any other person that was in office said the same shit? It's all a facade. It's all a fugazi. And quite frankly, I'm very sick of it. America's got to do better. This is a fucking joke.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Enough with the doom and gloom, but kind of some, kind of funny what happened earlier. I mean, we all saw the Elon and Twitter beef, right? Man, I wasn't expecting that. So if you guys don't know what happened, Elon's been kind of vocal about the big beautiful bill and how he's super against it, how he thinks it's going to put America into a lot more debt and it's going to bankrupt America really fast. And it got to the point to where he started lashing out on Twitter. Started mocking Trump, pulling up receipts that Trump said this, said that, yada yada yada. Trump's firing back too, and then the low blow started exchanging. Right, Elon tried to play the whole Epstein Island narrative on Trump. And Trump was threatening to cut Elon's government subsidies for SpaceX, and so forth. it seems like Elon has kind of tamed down a little bit. He hasn't been going super hard about it. And it kind of looks like they made amends. But Trump actually doubled down today and saying he assumes that the relationship with him and Elon is over and he's got more important things to worry about than than maintaining relationships with Elon. So the feud, maybe it's not a feud anymore. Maybe the ties are just cut. What do you think?
Honestly, like I said, I'm over it and I just don't give a shit.
All right.
Can we just like go back to just like normality? Like, are we ever gonna have a year of just normalness?
No.
Or is America just a meme coin now? It's literally what it is.
I
What's
mean,
going on?
we say this too. We say this because we're living in it. But man, I mean, let's not forget like the riots and protests that happened in the past and still happen in France and other parts of Europe that are just so crazy and out of control. Um, you know, a lot of people forget this too. Like, remember Hong Kong in 2019? Was it 2019 when China basically took over Hong Kong? The riots then, that stuff like that. Uh, you know, I forgot the major riots that were happening in Paris too, and in Germany. But I mean, we just feel it because we live here, and yeah, I mean, it is crazy. Uh,
I'm just sick of it.
I mean, yeah, I'm sick of it too. But yeah. All right, next thing up, Trump says he's very far advanced in the China deal, so we'll see how that plays out. That could play a role in why markets, doing good. I don't even want to talk about Elon wanting to start a third political party. Don't even want to talk about that. But that's something that he put a poll for. Who knows how serious he is about that? Stocks are doing good though. Stocks now at a highest level in 4 months.
Yeah, so like I was saying, that all that drama that caused the sell-off on Tesla, well, Tesla is right back to where it was, and if you look aftermarket, Tesla's pumping another about 2%. It's right back to about 314. So we had that one big candle and we're like $3 away from it. And funny enough is we are bouncing right back in a support area that we discussed, 274 to 84. And if you, like I was saying last week in the chat, if you go in the stock floor, you just type in 284, you'll see Tesla talked about it 284 literally nonstop in the last few months. So to just see it come right back, hold 274, go right to 284, and then rally from there, it's just trading perfect technicals. So again, just ignore all the news, stay focused, and stay patient. Um, let's see. PLTR just keeps hitting new highs again. We're about to test the previous high of 135 probably tomorrow. We're just a few bucks away from it today. Crypto stocks are all pumping. Mara, Riot, Hut, all those. Hut, I think smacked near 20 something bucks plus today. Google's on fire. Basically, the whole Mag 7. Google looks like it's about to start a big breakout here. Just over another dollar starts a huge run on it. So stocks have recovered tremendously in the last 45 to 50 days. Basically, ever since we were saying buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. But you just got to be patient. And I'm seeing so many people still impatient still impatient on TRX after all the calls and conversations that we still have it. People are still chasing one candle after the other instead of just letting the play go out.
I'm glad I bought back in last night on that little ipsy dipsy dip. Also, I will say that.
That's what I'm trying to say is people just got to stop going in and out and just hold it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'll be the first one to admit I made that mistake with TRX, but I'm holding this thing now. I'm holding this for a while.
Because
I'm
those
letting it
open
ride.
and close fees, they add up. They add up crazy,
Yeah.
especially if you're trading large size. You guys are paying a few hundred. If you're trading larger size trades, like if your TRX is, if you have over, a million TRX, you're paying a few $100 every time you open and close a trade.
That's crazy. That's insane. In other words, the company that created USDC, right? Circle, they went public. I think they went public last week, and they had to halt trading due to massive surge in price. It shot up 200%, like almost instantly. That it keep halting trading. So there's that, and
Is it
then
CRCL or no?
Let me
No.
see. I do have it in the newsletter.
CRCL. Oh yeah, it is CRCL.
Yeah, so they went public last week and they were booming so much they had to halt trading.
$80 to $115.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How does one get in on an IPO like that off launch? You just gotta be quick.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as it comes out, same day. But getting into the IPO, that's you usually have to be like a accredited investor.
No, not like actually getting into the IPO. I meant like trading it, like on day one.
Oh
What's the
yeah,
method?
nothing. You just literally wait for it to drop, and then that's it. And then as soon as it drops, you trade it. Super similar to I don't know, like a meme coin that would just get listed on an exchange, right? As
Yeah.
soon as that first candle pops out, you just go in on it.
Mm.
But yeah, it opened at $69 on Thursday.
Mm. Okay. In other news, Gemini, another crypto company founded by the Winklevoss twins, filed for an IPO. So they, who knows? You could see an IPO coming from them soon.
I think that one is that's an interesting one because they almost went bankrupt and went out of business. I I'm kind of wishing that I didn't get my money out of Gemini because you actually would have made money. So for people that don't know, Gemini is owned by the Winklevosses. Uh, their creditor was called Genesis. So their creditor was exposed to FTX. So when FTX crashed, Gemini basically kind of went down with it because a lot of their funds were tied up in FTX. Um,
Mm.
what's screwed up was I got all my money out of Gemini. I had about $250,000 left in Voyager, and then Voyager went down. So I lost all that $250,000. I still have not gotten anything back. We were supposed to get like 20% of it back. Haven't gotten crap back. But Gemini was able to get creditors and basically return back over like 200% investment back to their people. So they got all the people's money back, and then they paid them back, in the crypto. So whereas FTX did the kind of shittier version is FTX went bankrupt. When they went bankrupt, all of their creditors basically bought back paid back everyone's funds, but paid back in that dollar value. So, in November of 2022, crypto was it's like basically like all-time low. Like Bitcoin was like 20K. So if you had one Bitcoin, when you got paid back just 2 months ago, you didn't get back one Bitcoin. You got the value of Bitcoin on November 1st, which was like 20 grand. Now, Gemini, when they paid back their people, you had 1 Bitcoin. They gave you Bitcoin, even though Bitcoin was worth like 60, 70K. So people made like 200% plus.
Wow.
Whereas FTX people got effed.
Wow.
Explains why they're going public and FTX isn't.
All right. Well, let's segue into crypto. All right. Do you want to talk about current trades going on right now, or you want to just jump into crypto news?
No, let's just jump into the crypto news, and then I'll kind of go over the trades again. There goes
All right. Dubai records 399 million tokenized real estate sales in May. You guys don't remember, Dubai allocated 17 billion worth of real estate for XRP. I think it was 17 billion for XRP funded real estate in Dubai. So 400 million in the first month. I mean, not making a dent out of the 17 bill, but that's a pretty solid start for the first month, I think.
Well, didn't that take up for about 20% of all the real estate transactions that month?
I don't know. I don't know the exact percentages.
Yeah, I think it said 17.9% of all the real estate transactions that month were done from crypto. That's actually kind of crazy.
Yeah, when you put it like that, yeah. X collabs with Polymarket for prediction markets. I'm not sure how this is going to work or how this is going to play out, but I'm guessing you could. I don't know. They're going to integrate it somehow where you could do prediction bets on X, but it's going to be powered through Polymarket. If you don't know what Polymarket is a prediction marketplace, kind of like Kalshi, a little bit more crypto centric though. But yeah, X announced that they were going to be doing that. Even Elon retweeted that as well. But yeah, Apple and Google consider integrating stable coins. Pretty sure this is going to be used for the App Store, Apple Pay, Google Pay, Google Play Store. I think that's what it's called.
We talked about this on a live a while ago when we were talking about overall market penetration or market adoption, meaning what percentage of the world's population is actually exposed into crypto. That number has grown a lot in the last couple months to a year. We definitely crossed over the 10% line. It's
Isn't it
crazy
like
because
12% right now?
yeah, I want to say it is 12, but I remember it took so long to get from 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, and ever since we kind of crossed 8 percentage or so, it's just been going so quick. And one of the things that we were saying would be a huge thing is what's the one wallet app that has the most cool quote unquote installs. That's the Apple Wallet at the end of the day, because it comes basically standard on the iPhone, right? If you look at how many iPhones are out there in the world, what a better way to just penetrate the crypto market, increase the overall amount of users. But I would just imagine what that could do for Apple in terms of a company, in terms of revenue. If they're just charging a little bit of fees, just a standard amount of fees to allow people to buy and hold crypto on their wallet would be, I think, an absolute game changer for the whole crypto market and just for Apple stock alone.
Be staggering. I mean, everyone in Europe uses tap to pay.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone. I mean, and now here in America, a lot of people use it too. You just beep 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 beep. Beep. I wonder how seamless I'm willing to bet Apple's going to make it that seamless, where you just like, you queue up your Apple Pay, you select which payment you want to use. There's your stable coin balance, bink, and there's not going to be like a contract prompt or anything because it just because of the ongoing permissions function.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean,
so yeah,
that's just taking it one step even further, right? If they include crypto payments, but if Apple just allows you to just buy crypto and just hold it on their Apple Wallet, like that alone would just be a game changer. Now, if they add the crypto
mhm,
payments too, that would just go nuts.
mhm.
But I did see that company Square, as you guys know, they have all those POS systems for taking payment transactions. They just introduced Bitcoin conversion payments to almost all their POS systems in their last update.
Wow.
Squares everywhere, man. I like in fast food spots to
Yeah, pretty much
barbers.
every
That's
business.
like everywhere.
Um, man, payment processing. What a business to tap into. Man. Yeah. Anyways, speaking of adoption too, Deutsche Bank, man. You guys know who Deutsche Bank is. Huge bank. Huge bank investment firm. They actually no, they don't own MGM anymore. They used to own the Cosmopolitan. Uh, they're considering on issuing a stable coin as well. So we'll see how that is. I mean, I wouldn't mind holding some stable coins from Deutsche Bank.
Everyone's got to
Me
have a
personally.
goddamn stable coin, huh?
Yeah.
I'm very strongly opinionated today, if you guys can't tell.
Um, Trump, if you guys aren't aware, Trump token and World Liberty Financial had a little bit of a weird tiff going on. I guess it's two separate teams. Um, I didn't know that originally, to be honest, but
No,
I,
it's a Trump meme coin specifically, not
yeah,
Trump.
I'm speaking of Trump meme. Yeah, I meant like Trump meme coin,
Got you.
but Trump meme coin and World Liberty Financial are, I guess, separate teams in a sense. And I guess the communication isn't that great, but Trump meme coin was going to launch a wallet, and World Liberty Financial, Eric Trump, had no idea that they were doing so. And I guess they were collabing with Magic Eden, the NFT marketplace. If you guys don't know Magic Eden, they also sell, I mean, it's more than just an NFT marketplace now. And yeah, I guess, Eric Trump and World Liberty Financial were unaware. They were going, they sent a cease and desist to them. Um, and yeah, but I guess that's over. They made amends, and now they're completely aligned with each other. So there would be a more seamless process between those two entities. In other news, Javier Milei cleared of the Libra case. You guys remember Libra,
That's
the
great.
the Argentinian scam meme coin Libra with that kid Hayden that helped launch the token, which I think he's still on the run, if I'm not mistaken, which is insane.
People's collective memory is insane. We like people just forget about shit so fast right now. There's just
Hmm.
so much out there that people just forget instantly about stuff.
Yeah, I guarantee people don't remember the whole Libra thing. But yeah, there's that news. Pump Fund. We all know what Pump Fund is reportedly considering revenue share with token holders. Pump Fund is launching a token soon. They're going to be airdropping Pump Fund users too. If you hold the token, I guess I don't know how this is going to work, but they're going to be sharing their revenue in some capacity. Uh, it's a rumor at the moment. There's no it's not confirmed by any means, but that's the rumor. That's what's spinning in the rumor mill. But yeah, in other news, Trump media to raise up to $12 billion to buy Bitcoin. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of freaking money to buy Bitcoin. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I don't know. We'll see. Does Trump media got the juice like that?
think so.
That's a lot of bread if you think, holy crap. How much how much Bitcoin in dollars does Strategy hold?
A ton. I'll tell you right now. They own 64 billion.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. That's
They
insane.
Yep. They have 582,000 Bitcoin. It's pretty awesome.
Looks like Metaplanet is kind of doing something similar to GameStop, but they're going to issue $5.4 billion in equity.
You remember Metaplanet was one of the big sponsors at the conference.
Yeah.
Doing the same shit as Strategy.
They're giving $5.4 billion in equity to buy Bitcoin.
Yeah. Well, just literally doing the micro sailor strat, and believe it or not, I got MSTR pulled up right now. You guys can factually quote me on this. I bet you MicroStrategy is going to go to 440 to 460 bucks in the next couple of days.
Holy moly.
That's about a 10 to 15% increase on the stock. And I'm as confident as that, almost as confident as that as I am in TRX, honestly. $440 calls, 450 calls.
Guys, we're in it.
See you later.
We're in the big bull right now. We're in it. Like, these prices are outlandish.
That if you guys trade options, 440 MicroStrategy calls will pay you guys big time. For sure it will.
Wow. Yeah. I don't know if I want to mention this last bullet point, since we are kind of in a trade of it right now.
I mean, dude, I'm still going to trade the chart, but we all know ApeCoin is worthless, and so is Yuga Labs.
Yeah.
I'm just mean today.
Yeah. Yeah, spicy. I mean, I actually want to say something about this, dude. And I can't help to notice this, man, but Yuga Labs seems to, like, not even slowly, and they're kind of doing it like at a quick pace, but they're like liquidating all their assets. They got rid of Moonbirds, got rid of Meebits, got rid of like half of the other side, got rid since ApeCoin DAO is a DAO, like, he has to make a proposal and it has to be voted on. It looks like they're I don't know. It looks like an exit. Looks like an exit to me. Interesting stuff. Once the biggest NFT collection in the world, gained the mind share of everybody, a floor price of $500,000. And I'm pretty sure they just, I think they're getting rid of, if they haven't already got rid of CryptoPunks. Because you know how they bought CryptoPunks.
Yeah, I thought they sold it, no?
I think they did. I can't remember. Let me look.
I'm pretty sure they sold it already.
Yes, they did. They did. In sometime in May.
Guys, we're 0.00005 away from PT1 on Ape. Just take it. There's no reason to fight for 0.0001. Thanks for the shout out, Blake.
Yeah, we're taking it.
All right. Now that doesn't mean close everything and try to get back in a little bit cheaper to write out the other PTs. Keep seeing you guys do that on TRX, and it's driving me nuts. Just hold. Just look on it candle day by day by day. Those daily candles is all you got to look at. You know, I see people analyzing every single candle. Like, just you guys are stressing me out and yourselves out for no reason. Just hold the thing and just let it hit Valhalla, and then celebrate after. There's no reason to talk about every single candle.
Yeah, that's all the crypto news I got today.
That's all I got too, man. Not too much to go over. Just childish drama. And the moral of the story is just be patient and look at the charts and just let your swing trades run.
Holy crap. Mog at 437 mil market cap, guys. It was 380 earlier today.
Oh, yeah, that too, guys. The whole meme, that meme list we have was firing off today. Popcat ran like 14-15%. Looks like it's about to go higher. Trump pumped. Moo Dang pumped. Moo Dang's about to go higher. What else rank? Farcoin's been running like retarded. Insane blast rate entry right now on Moo Dang. Actually, right now, if you look at it, we just opened above the 8. Like, that's it. Doesn't get easier than that on Moo Dang right now on the daily chart. Just to put that out there for you guys. Farcoin ran about 20%, but there's no entry on it right now. There's no entry on Pepe either right now, but there is definitely an entry on Moo Dang literally right now. Yep. And then I would also keep whiff on your radar on that daily chart.
Popcat.
All right, guys. Any questions for us? Made all the money I lost. There you go. From Jacob. Made all the money I lost prior to joining Stock Unlocked back today. Thanks, guys.
Jacob, that's awesome,
buddy.
man.
Nice work. Nice work.
You got it going on, Jacob. You got it going on. All right, guys. Have a good one. Thanks for tuning in.
Peace out, everybody.